What's up, y'all? It's TBE Trucking. I'm not looking my best right now, I know that. But I had to speak on this Stephen A Smith situation and what I feel like he's getting ready to do to Colin Kaepernick. And I feel like he's getting ready to give him the shaft right now, all because Kaepernick changed up whatever he changed it up with last second. But my thing about Stephen A Smith is this, that Stephen has changed. He's not the old Stephen A Smith that he used to be. Stephen, let's go back. Stephen got in trouble years ago for speaking up on the Evelyn Lozado and Chad Johnson situation, Ocho Cinco situation. And he said that, like we all know how Evelyn is. That it was probably her hitting him, and he lashed back at her. But there's a certain way you have to, no, you can't say that at all on television around a bunch of women. Like, you just can't say that. But the old Stephen A said it. The old Stephen A came out, was like, hey man, I tell my sisters that, hey look, you don't want a dude to hit you, then you better not be hitting him. You don't want him to hit you back, don't be putting your hands on him, type of deal. Which a lot of men give advice to their sisters and their children about that, about escalating the fight with significant others, escalating the fight. And Stephen did this in front of a white audience that couldn't comprehend what he was talking about. And he got in trouble for it. Oh, he got in big trouble for it. Then Jemele Hill was still there. So Jemele Hill was moderating this day. And he said what he said about Evelyn Lozado. Well, it was a slew of incidents that went on in the NFL at that point. There was all kinds of men putting their hands on women. There was all kinds of stuff going on. So he said this in front of Jemele Hill. And Jemele Hill went off on him. Jemele was like, no, I don't give a damn what a woman does. You never put your hands on her. Which is the correct answer on television. That's the correct answer. But we know in real life, it doesn't go down like that. But, so he got in trouble. He got suspended off air. He got suspended off air. And when he came back, it was a different Stephen A. Smith. Oh, they humbled all them white girls, the white women, ESPN came out in droves. They wanted his ass fired. And you know, and I know, Stephen A. was toxic back then. And if he had lost his job at ESPN, now he had just quit Fox to come back to ESPN. So he had nowhere to go. Stephen A. was going to be out on the island. No career. He was done. So what Stephen A. Smith did, he did a 360. Then it became, he still spoke out on black issues every once in a while, but it was always dressed as, don't be messing with the all-powerful white man type of deal. Oh yeah, he got on that type of deal. Corporate was never wrong. The owners are never wrong. NFL owners, never wrong. NBA owners, never wrong. The league, never wrong. Roger Goodell, never wrong. But the players were kind of right. But he was always sticking up for the power. Because he knew that's where his job came in at. So Stephen A. did a whole 360. So whenever you hear Stephen A. speak, whenever you hear him speak, you have to remember this guy was this close to being out of the business, period. He was that close to being out of the business. So whenever you hear him talk, he's always going to talk up the powers that be. Always. So I listen to him with like a grain of salt now. I don't really listen to him like I used to listen to him. I don't listen to him like that anymore. I still watch First Take, mostly for Max now. Of course, he's going to come in. The white people love how he yells and hollers and screams on television. Like, that's not, it's hard to explain as a black person what it feels like watching another black person parade and tap dance like that on television. while white people just sitting back laughing at you. They're not laughing with you, brother. They're laughing at you. So, but that's his thing, to get that money. And he did what he had to do to get that money. He did what he had to do. But his message now seems to be, don't fight the powers that be. Powers that be are the only chance that you're ever going to have to make it. And brother, that's the mentality that kept us enslaved for so long. That's the mentality that would have never led to the civil rights movement. If you just let the powers that be do whatever they want to do, Stephen. You better wake up, man. Everybody's not out here talking dumb like you are. Talking about women keep the hands to themselves. They don't want somebody to put their hands on them. We all don't fall in that boat. We know better than to say something stupid like that on television, like you did. And yeah, but that's my thought on Stephen A. Smith lately. And now he's starting on Colin Kaepernick. I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to turn on him. Like, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. And you all just watch. It's going to be even uglier. Because they're going to use his black ass as the black token of why he shouldn't be in the NFL. They're going to use him as a token why he shouldn't be in the NFL. And they're going to be like, every time they want a hot quote, they're going to bring on Stephen A. Smith. Because everyone else has the opposite opinion of him. He's turned into like the Kanye West of ESPN now. He's the Kanye West of ESPN. That's what he's turned into. I'm gonna cut this shit off my face too. I know it looks terrible, but that's what happened. You out here on this road, man, and you just running like I am. You lose track of your beard until you look in the mirror, turn this damn camera on. You're like, damn. Yeah, but and I can't be the only one that feels this way. That's been watching him the past 6 or 7 years and watch how he's just flipped. Listen to his radio show and letting these ignorant ass Republicans, just because you have what they call a manufactured talking point, is what they have. They have a talking point that has been said by a numerous amount of conservatives. They come and say it. He just lets them spew that bull crap instead of calling them out on it now. He would have never put up with that years ago. Never. Never. So he's like Michael Jordan and Kanye West, Republicans buy, sneakers too, type of deal, where it's all about money now for him. It's all about his survival, and it's all about money right now. This is not Notre Dame hat. This is a Navy hat. My son, who's in the Navy, is probably going to be deployed in another month. But I'll talk about my feelings on that also. Yeah, not feeling good about that. But yeah, man, this is just crazy, and it's Stephen doesn't even realize how he sounds. Like, he's not talking to us anymore. He's talking to the white audience that has now wrapped their arms around him. That's who he's talking to right now. He's not talking to us anymore. So when you see him talking in his Instagram camera, and he's not talking to you. He's not talking to the black audience whatsoever. I don't know if I have any white people on here. I feel offended, but he's talking to you. He's not talking to us. He's not talking to us, bro. So, these are my trip sheets from Martin. My trip sheet look like trip sheet. That's triple Scrabble on there. I just have to send in a copy of it. And yeah, it's embarrassing, dude. He don't even realize what he's doing. How he sounds now. It's like Max Kellerman sounds blacker than Stephen A. Smith on TV. He really does. Because Max always takes the side of the brothers. Always. He never goes to the extreme. He knows racism when he sees it. He calls it out. He calls it out in a way Stephen A. Smith doesn't even call it out. Stephen A. Smith would be like, whoa, Max, those, yeah, Max, call that shit out. Call it out, Max. Call it out. Because Stephen ain't going to call it out. He's getting that money right now. And that's how Max probably looking at him. Max looking at him like, you sellout ass nigga. You a sellout. And I seen the video of Max Kellerman spitting bars too. I didn't know he used to be a rapper, early 90s, but that was hilarious watching that. But yeah, I'm out here in where am I at? I'm in Clayton, North Carolina, at the Dollar General. And that trailer was a mess back there. I have no idea what's going on. I keep hearing them going back there and come back out. I know some of the stuff, it was already a loaded trailer when I picked it up. I know that's my life story out here this past 2 weeks. These messed up loaded trailers, but I don't know what's going on until I pop the seal and open the doors. I ain't got a clue what's going on in them trailers. So yeah, man, that's my first take. That's my first take review on it won't be my last review on Stephen A Smith. I got other stuff I want to say. I'm gonna start writing down pinpoints and start looking down at my notes when I start talking about and reviewing people, because so I leave out a lot of stuff I should have said after I'm done with the video. But everyone gets the gist of what I'm talking about. If you've been following Stephen A Smith, you understand what I'm talking about, where I'm coming from. Like, he's yeah, I'm not saying you got to be the most pro-black Malcolm X, stand on the soapbox of black people, but damn, dude, come on, man, you ain't got to throw us under the bus constantly for the all and powerful. You know, I mean, the all powerful is gonna always be all and powerful, dude. At least give us a hand up every once in a while, Stephen. Come on, man. Come on, man. Cut it out, Stephen. Cut it out. Everybody can see it. Everybody can see right through it what you're doing. Got to eat some oatmeal. That mess gets all up in your mouth. But yeah, I'm done with this review. Done talking about Stephen. I think my next video, I was going to talk about things that new truck drivers need to learn that Stevenson didn't teach you. Stevens Transport did not teach you when you got out here on the road by yourself. Things that you need that you didn't believe you were going to need, that you're going to need. And I'm going to start breaking that down in my next video, and things I've learned. If you want to keep moving, keep the wheels turning, and get these miles, certain things you need to start doing out here on the road. And that's gonna be on my next videos. TBE Trucking. I'm out, man. That's my opinion. That's my review right now on Stephen A Smith. I'm not done with him yet, but right now that's my review on him. I'm out.